everyone, welcome. I am Paula, and it is, what day of the week is it? I don't even know.
Saturday, 10:44.
It's Saturday, and it is in the morning. It's kind of a hectic day. We are adjusting to being at home with Ed being out of the hospital, and we are waiting for some things. He has a nurse coming and different things going on this morning, but I'm going to be filming what we're eating throughout the day today. I think it's important to film what kind of meals we're eating in his recovery process. I think it might be helpful to those of you who may have an injury or have surgery or something. I know that eating this way is much healthier. It's good for our bodies, and it really helps with healing. And so I am going to be really on top of things when we are planning our meals for the next, few months. So today we are intermittent fasting. It is 10:45 and we've only had coffee this morning, and we are waiting for the nurse to come. After the nurse leaves, we will have our first meal. For those of you who are like, who's this nurse and what's going on? If you haven't seen my past videos, my husband, Ed, was in a bad motorcycle accident and he has an injury to his leg, and we are here at the lake and things are just kind of hectic because we're just trying to figure everything out as the days go by. So I'm going to be making our first meal as soon as the nurse leaves this morning, and it's going to be a good one. So I'll see you guys in a little bit, and I'll show you what we're having for our first meal, which will be probably, I don't know how long the nurse is going to be here. Hopefully around noon or 1 o'clock. I'll see you then. All right, so it is 2 o'clock. We still haven't had anything to eat. We are really hungry. The nurse just left. And so I just made some breakfast. I had some, this is Ed's plate. This is what he's gonna be getting. Scrambled eggs with some cheddar cheese and some salt. And then I have tenderloin steak here that I made in the air fryer. Mine's going still, if you hear that roar in the background. And steak and eggs for breakfast. He's having some more coffee, and I'm having the same thing. Ed's a little tired from his nurse visit, so later on when I end this video, make sure you stay tuned to the end because I'm gonna have Ed pop on and say hi to you guys. So that'll be later. I go ahead and eat. I'll see you later on. Okay, it is 5:45. We are getting ready to have some dinner. I made a big pot of chili from my cookbook. This is my cookbook right here from Amazon. You can go to the link down below in the description or over to my website, lowcarbrevelation.com. Support us by buying the cookbook. There's 49 low carb recipes in this book. They're all great recipes. My chili is in here. And so I'm gonna show you, I made us some big mugs of chili with a little bit of cheddar cheese on top that I shredded myself. I don't know if you can see the block of cheese and shredder in the background there, but we're gonna have us a nice big cup of chili, and then I'm gonna go sit by my hubby and we're gonna talk to you a little bit and say hello, and then we're gonna wrap up this video. So I'll see you in just a little bit. So I'm hiding in my bedroom right now. Ed is on the phone, and I just wanted to come in here and just talk for a minute. Ed is on the phone with his mother. I had told you guys in another video that while we were up here, after his accident, his mom's apartment building, it's a senior building, caught on fire. She was displaced along with many other people, and she's in a nursing facility right now. She's being cared for around the clock, which is something that was much needed for her anyways. And she's getting visits from my kids. My kids have been going over there and visiting with her, and some of the family members have been checking on her. But my husband is still having to deal with a lot over the phone with her, with the situation. Just thought I would come in here real quick because I want to talk about how important that I feel it is to eat really clean ingredient, low carb foods, especially when your body needs to heal. I've told you all my journey about how eating a low carb, clean ingredient diet has really healed my body in many ways. And I really feel that this way of eating is really going to help Ed, have a greater chance of healing faster and just fighting this thing a lot better, having this nutrition on his side. So I think it's important to still keep creating these videos, not only in our good times. We have a lot of good days, and I share with you a lot of our good times, but I want to share with you the bad times too. I want to share with you that even when you go through stressful times, hard times, you can stick to this. And it's so important, especially if you're on a healing journey, it is so important to stick to it. So I'm going to be doing some videos. I don't know if they're going to be every day, but I will be making them as often as I can to show you what we're eating, showing you how it's going, updates with Ed, and also the videos are going to be centered around our nutrition, because that's what my channel is all about. It's all about nutrition. It's all about low carb recipes, low carb foods, and clean ingredient foods. I'm a firm believer that a lot of packaged keto foods are not always the best. And I like to, for the most part, eat whole one ingredient foods, put them all together, make meals out of them. I'm still doing the no sweetener challenge. I'm so sorry that I have not made a video every day for this challenge. But I'm still sticking to, let's see, it's October 7th. So it's been 1 week into the challenge and I'm doing good now. I think that I'm over the hump of having the cravings. Things have been so hectic and busy anyways that, my mind just isn't really centered on having sweet things right now. So if you are doing this challenge, just stick with it. And so I'm going to go into the living room, and I asked Ed if he felt up to talking to you guys tonight, and he said, yeah, he can do it. And he's in a lot of pain, and ever since we got home from the hospital yesterday, he's pretty much been in one spot in the recliner in the living room. We are waiting for a hospital bed to come, and so he can sleep better in that. He slept in the recliner last night. It was awful. We were hoping to have the hospital bed in the next day or two where he can rest better. He has to have his leg elevated, so we just think it's going to be much better for him when he has the hospital bed. We're going to set that right up in the living room, right in front of our windows, looking out at the lake and at the TV. So he's going to have premium spot. So I'm going to go ahead and go in there and sit by him and see what he wants to say. Okay, so look what I have with me.
Yay.
I feel very blessed and
Me too.
very just thankful to have my husband sitting right here, because 6 days ago,
This close to being
it was really serious.
bad.
And it was a bad accident. I've gotten hundreds and hundreds and hundreds
Outpouring of support.
of messages and emails,
So appreciative.
and people that are praying for us, that are thinking about us, that are, wishing Ed well and a
Quoting scriptures.
quick recovery. And
Not just generic get better fast or get well. I mean, it's serious prayer lists and prayer chains and scripture quoting. And I tell you what, I feel every one of them for sure.
Yep. Ed is home from the hospital. He has a doctor appointment next week with the surgeon. We know that in the future, in the next few weeks, he'll be getting plates and screws put in his leg. But he'll be going next week for just, to look at things and see how things are. And otherwise, how are you doing?
Doing really good. A lot of pain. I don't like sitting still. This is driving me insane. But considering the alternative, I'm happy to be drawing breaths. And like I said, I'm really, all your guys' prayers have affected me.
Yep. We got here from the hospital yesterday, and we had like a whole team of people waiting here, neighbors.
Had three of the biggest guys on the lake here to help me
Yeah.
get out of that truck and
Yeah.
make sure I made it into the house. And
Yep. I didn't have to do anything. They just helped him in.
so I'm hopping on one leg with a walker, and I can't put the other leg on the ground. So I got one in front, one behind, one on the side. And the guy behind me's got my shorts, and he's holding me up.
His pants were like falling down.
I'm like,
and,
come on, man, you're giving me a wedgie, come on.
and that made it like we all started laughing because it was very intense getting him in the house.
They did give me a belt to put around my waist for.
Yeah, we had
hold,
safety. We had the safety belt with the walker, so
But it was extremely.
he just
hard.
reached down to help pull his pants up, and Ed said,
not-
"You're giving me a wedgie," and everybody started laughing. So
It's not easy to hop on one leg with a walker and not be able to put your other leg down.
especially with this big contraption he's got on his leg, and
So I don't know if anybody knows what a external.
No, yeah, external. Hope we're learning.
What's it called? External
Fixator.
And I don't know if everybody knows about an external fixator, but it took all my busted bones, they put them in place, and then they put this brace on from the outside. So none of my bones
I'll show you a picture.
None of my bones are fused or screwed together yet. So when I move my leg right now, it's like this.
He feels the bones moving.
I can feel them moving, clicking, and it hurts bad.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to stay on the couch or in the bed as much as possible to not injure myself further. And that's really difficult, but I had such a bad injury to my leg. I have a lot of swelling in there and a lot of trauma that has to come down before they can do the rest of the surgery, so it's not so invasive on me. So it's great. 3 weeks from now, I get that done and I get to start all over again.
And every person that we've talked to, like at the hospital, the doctor, the sheriff, the deputy sheriff, the 2 deputy sheriffs,
the EMS, fire, everybody,
the
nurses,
they all said that he was lucky to be alive because they see that a lot. And the deputy that I talked to said that he shouldn't have came out of that like with just a busted leg. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been dead. Could have lost him. Could have had a brain injury. So it's
Did you
traumatic what he's going through, but what?
Did you tell him how kind of it happened or no?
No, talking.
So we were up here for the long weekend.
I did say
a week ago, and we were going home, and we split ways. She went the quickest route to the freeway. I took the scenic route, and maybe 10 minutes after we split ways, somebody just turned right in front of me. Less than 2 car lengths in front of me. I had no chance to brake, swerve, maneuver.
Construction.
In a construction zone. So I hit the front of his car like that. I don't know what happened exactly after that, except I went up in the air tumbling. I luckily landed in a grassy ditch instead of the brand new asphalt that they were putting down, and tumbled and head over heels until I came to a stop. My motorcycle was kind of next to me, and I looked down and my leg was busted. So thankfully the man that turned in front of me stopped, got out, and called 911.
Stayed with him.
I was in a 6-foot ditch. Nobody would have saw me.
The EMS didn't
know where
see
I was.
him.
They couldn't find me. The guy had to show them where
So
I
if
was.
the man had left,
I would have been a goner.
he would have laid in that ditch and nobody would have been able to see where he was.
So when the accident happened, my cell phones were in the saddlebags in the back, my wallet, my keys, everything. And that was just blown out. And he had to go walking around the area to find all my stuff.
Yeah, I'm thankful that he did that.
I would have been able to make a call or anything. In fact, I had to use his phone to call her to tell her what happened, to get her to turn around and meet me.
And I didn't answer it because it was a strange phone number.
Right.
But then
he found my phone, and then I called her on my phone.
And then I
had her full attention then.
Yeah, yeah. So very, very scary situation, but
and it's just circumstance. It's just an accident. I wasn't speeding. He told me somebody was tailgating him on this construction road, and I don't know if he was trying to get away from him or whatever, but
it was making him feel pressure to turn.
And so, motorcycles are hard to see, so look twice for motorcycles.
Keep your eye out for motorcycles.
And
I always tell my kids, watch out for motorcycles and Amish buggies, because up here we have a lot of Amish buggies around. So just always be aware when you're driving, because it's, it can happen to anyone.
Right.
So
Never thought it would happen to me, but here I am.
several people have asked if you're going to have a motorcycle again.
I'm done. The reward and risk factor doesn't work out for me anymore. At first, the excitement of the bike, it blinded me pretty good to that fact, but now that I got a wake-up call, I'm done. I'm too close to retirement and the rest of my life with my family to lose it for something like that.
Yeah, not worth it.
Nope.
Not worth it. So
I'll take 4 wheels now. Thank you very much.
yeah, we'll get back to driving the Chevelle. He has a 67 Chevelle. I said, get your excitement back about that. We're surrounded by metal, and
Yeah, it's
so
more fun anyway.
yeah, it really is. So
I didn't even have that motorcycle for 3 months.
yeah, so we're still waiting to find out if it's totaled or not, but
Don't know anything yet.
we're not gonna
Worry about that right now.
we're not gonna have it anyways. So
Right.
he's doing well.
Yep.
I think throughout everything, he's had a good attitude, and been handling situations for himself with insurance and all that stuff, and with his mom with her apartment fire and everything.
Yeah, her apartment burns down the day after the accident.
Yeah, I told him, and it's he's holding it all together for that. Very strong, and she's down there, but she's getting lots of help.
She's in a safe place. She's being very well taken care of, even better than before.
And it really helps Ed to be able to have peace where he can heal. So we are going to be here at the lake for, we don't know how long, at least till after he has his surgery. And we don't have a schedule date for that yet. So I'm going to continue to do updates and what we're eating, because I really feel that nutrition is so important. Eating nutrient-dense foods while you're healing, and
it really woke me up to it. And I was really happy to be on keto when I was in the hospital, because I know eating this way is going to make my body heal faster.
yeah, he had a tough time. If you are over on Facebook, he had a tough time in our group. He was showing some of the hospital meals that he was getting, and he had a tough time. He kept telling him, I'm on keto, and they would bring things, and you're like,
They finally got it at the end.
yeah, they finally got it. But when he goes in for surgery, we'll be better prepared.
Yeah, I'll know how to handle it.
We found out, about IVs can have glucose and stuff, but his didn't.
I didn't have any of that. I had
So,
all saline.
Yeah, so it's definitely different when you are on this way of eating, and you want to make sure that even your diet in the hospital is good, and it's really hard. So I think this is a great opportunity to just show what we're going through. So if you're going through a surgery or some kind of illness or something, and you're down, or your family member's down, you can keep going, and this way of eating is going to help you to stay stronger. All those nutrients are going to help you, and so we're going to keep going.
I'm counting on them to help me bounce back. I need all the help I can get right about now, for sure.
Yep. So thankful we have Ed here with us, and I know he's loved on this channel and over in our Facebook group. So
I've been paying close attention to that lately.
he has. He's really been. This is the doggy over here. If you guys see the movement, but he's been had time to sit here and kind of keep up with everybody on the Facebook group. And
Paula's YouTube's about to crest 20,000.
yeah, we're almost at 20,000 subscribers. Yeah. It's amazing.
Facebook's exploding.
Yeah, so I'm so excited to see the channel grow, because the more the channel grows, the more the word's getting out, and there is this is the way.
It is.
This is the way. This way of eating has truly helped us in so many ways, and we just want to share it. It's our journey. It's our experiences. We're not doctors. We're not any of that, but
it's regular folks.
We want to share it with you that there is hope for situations when you, when your body is just not where it should be. So many different things that can be corrected with this way of eating. So,
well, all I got left to say is LCR for life.
Low carb revelation for life. All right, we're gonna go. So I'll see you in the next. We'll see you in the next video. Ed's got a lot of time, so we'll be in these videos together.
No hunting this year. Canceled.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Hunting is coming up in November, and actually October and November. And Ed had some time off for November for hunting, and that's not going to happen this year.
Ain't climbing no trees now.
Nope. So that's not happening this year, and so.
There'll be plenty of other hunting seasons. That
Yep.
stuff will wait.
Yep.
Just like the motorcycle, we don't need that no more. We'll just move on to different things,
Yep.
safer things.
Yeah. Things that surround your body with metal. All right. We're going to go ahead and go. Make sure you subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. See you really soon. Have a great day, and God bless.